Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the videos channel me today on F124. So as you can see by the title, we are doing the CcSpeedUk Wings challenge for this one. So like I did in the last challenge, the 50-50 Wings challenge, I thought I'd do CcSpeedUk Wings for this one, to give it a try against AI for this one. We're here at Mexico City for this one, at this circuit in Mexico. Like we had in the race a couple days ago at the weekend, so I thought I'd do Mexico for this one. So I had an okay start, not doing too bad. So let's see what I can do with CcSpeedUk Wings for this one, like I did with 50-50 Wings in the last vid. No, that was at Texas, where I did the 50 Wings challenge, and I'll put in the description if you haven't checked it out yet. I'll put that in the description if you haven't seen it yet. If you haven't seen the 50-50 Wings challenge yet, so I'll put that in the description anytime you want. So coming through the middle sector now, we are making progress through the first snap, so we're not doing too bad so far, and we're up to P6 already after 7 corners, so not bad start. So I was trying to get through the field as much as I can through the first 2 sectors, and then see what I can do from there, and P6 is not too bad, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, I was trying to get through the field because I'm using CcSpeedUk Wings, so I've still got a Mexico setup as usual, but I was just changing the wings to CcSpeedUk. That's all I need to do, and I should be alright for this challenge. So complete the first snap already, so DRS is enabled. I won't get DRS on this straight, but I will on the back straight after the middle sector on that lap. So at the front they're using medium tyres for Charles Leclerc, and I managed to get past the Ferrari for P5, so not too bad. And then you got next up is Perez, who is his home race for him. He's on the medium tyres, so is the Sauber. I mean, how did he get third? I mean, I don't know, sometimes grid's random, so sometimes I just be at the back or something. Well, sometimes I always go at the back and see how I go from there. So do like that. I always go at the back against AI, so just for fun, and then see what I can do from there really. So not doing too bad so far. The middle sector is the worst part for me with this challenge, and the first sector is kind of alright to me. So, and also the last sector is kind of similar to the middle, but not worse. But I'm okay with that. But I managed to get DRS from the Red Bull, his home circuit, Perez. That's his name, his home track for this one. Coming down the straight, I set the fastest lap of the race. Definitely the fastest guy on track compared to the medium runners up ahead. So I've got DRS, so I decided to save my ERS down this straight using none. So I can just save my battery a little bit, and then see what I can do from there. The knees are not that far away, so at least I can try and get them a few corners time, but I'll see how I go from there. So I was a bit too far back on this one, but I decided to do a switchback on the Red Bull, and I managed to get alongside him at this corner and onto this short straight. Not backing out on this one, so I decided to not back out, and that puts me into P4 of the race. And then Staffan's on soft, so he's on the same strategy as me. And the leader, I think that's my teammate who's leading on the map there. I think he's on the same strategy as me as well, or I think I get that correctly. So my teammate is leading, so he is holding up Staffan there. So because sometimes the AI is approved on the rating, because Staffan is the highest rating of everyone, so that's how he's clearing away a little bit. So I still got DRS from this Sauber driver. Well, you know what? Well, I can't remember his name, so he's from the Sauber driver. I got DRS from this guy, so I decided to save my EOS a little bit down the back on this main straight, down towards turn 1, through turn 1, 2, and 3, onto another straight with DRS. Then I decided to save EOS on gear 8, down towards turn 4, and then the leader is lost 2 places on that straight, so I think his soft tyres were struggling a little bit compared to mine. So yeah, I managed to go up to my teammate now. So that's good. But Verstappen is quitting away a little bit from the first two. So I need to try and get back into it. My tyres are a little bit gone off a little bit on that 4. So it's kind of rare a little bit. So soft tyres is kind of the worst bit to start a race on. It's fine off the start, but it's not good like mediums and hards and all that. Through the last corner once again. Still got the DRS from my teammate, so that is fine. Now Verstappen set the fast lap of the race now, because the mediums are getting better and better. So I'm going to come in lap 5, I think. That is kind of my plan. And then do an undercut on the soft runners. So the AI can pit on lap 6. How it's normally done, but I'd rather go in a lap later. Because the soft tyres are definitely not a good tyre to race on. It's fine if it's like at the end of a race or something, if there's a safety car or something. In a 50-cent race maybe. But since it's a 25-cent race, I decided to do softs and mediums for this one. As the usual plan, really. So through the middle sector now, still in the DRS zone, managed to get close a little bit. Now I'm struggling with these tyres now on this lap, so my tyres are a little bit snidey, so I try to control it a little bit. Managed to get DRS from Russell, just about, but I'm not going to get DRS on the main straight, so I decided to come in on this lap to get rid of the soft tyres, because they're kind of worn now. I've come through the last corner now. Decided to come in the pit lane, make sure I don't get a penalty or something. Lucky I didn't. So I decided to come in for the mediums. Make sure it's a good pit stop by the team. And it's a nice stop by the team, so very nicely. And that puts me in last place again, so I get the start. Well, those guys had to come in, so I'm going to do the undercut on my outlap on mediums. And then see what I can do from there, really. So yeah, so I think some mediums might stay out a bit longer, including the other 3 on mediums up ahead. So they might stay out a bit longer, so I'll be undercutting those 3 massively, for sure, on that bit.
Okay, George is coming in for his stop.
Yeah, my teammates decided to come in this lap. Like I said from Jeff, my teammate's going to come in for this lap. So we've got some soft runners that are coming in right now, a lap later, halfway on this lap. Onto the main straight now, using a bit of ERS, and Verstappen is just come out of the pit lane, and I'm kind of net P1 right now by the time I get to turn 1. So now I'm kind of leading the race where I am at the moment. Managed to jump ahead from the soft runners, including the first 3, including the first 2 who are on softs, and the others are on mediums now. And to skip a lap later, we got other soft runners coming in as well. So on this lap, and I set fast lap of the race as 17.6. That was my fast lap of the race. And what I'm doing right here is just not using my ERS, just trying to save a little bit, as much as I can, and so I can save it for the next straight and all that. So yeah, so P7 at the moment on lap 8, using a bit of ERS on this straight, and then turn it into none till I get to gear 8. And if we skip a few laps later, at the end of lap 9, we got the other people starting to go on the hards, like the medium runners are going on. So they're going on the hard tyres, so I think the softs won't last for about 8 laps, so fair enough. I think hard tyres are definitely better than the softs, so not complaining on that. So yeah, so the medium runners should be coming in soon, so I managed to jump them slightly. They got Staffen right on my tail, so I had to use my EOS a little bit through there. But luckily, I managed to survive. Only at halfway in this race right now, so not doing too bad so far. So now I just need to try and save a bit of battery as much as I can. Just use it when I need to. And see, I need to make sure I have enough gap from behind. See what is enough gap to make sure it doesn't go for the overtake down towards turn 1 and all that. So I'm guessing I need about 4/10 is the gap, is what I need if I want to stay ahead. So that's kind of what I need really for this one. So as we come towards Sector 3 now, the first two side to pit in for the hards for this race. And as it comes towards last corner now, it's about 3/10 behind me, just about 3/10. So not too bad. And also these two decided to go on the hards as well to the end of the race. So, and then that's how much. Well, he's getting closer and closer, but he can't get past me. So that is kind of my plan to stay ahead. So I'm leading the race now after those guys pitted for the hards on the medium runners decided to go for the hards. So kind of needing now, so all I've got to do now is survive for 7 laps of this race. Why leading the race? Why still saving the battery through this part and using medium through this middle part, and of course saving my battery through the stadium section and all that. So as we come towards lap 13, one's retired from this race, the Aston Martin driver, who's retired from the race, so he's out. So we dropped down to 19 runners in this race. Through turn 1, managed to stay ahead again, so with my battery I use. I'm using a bit of overtake on this straight, just in case. Just trying to get the acceleration down, and then put it into none until I get to turn 4 and 5 and 6, like where we are right now, on part of the circuit. Just saving it through here, and then as I come towards this straight, I side it on medium through the middle part, just to make sure I don't lose time and all that. Not bad through here. I mean, he's definitely gaining a little bit because of my seal wings I'm doing right now for this challenge. He's definitely gaining on me, but I decided to put none before I hit to gear 8, so I can save it through. I can put in none through the stadium section right now, through the last part of the layout. Saving it a little bit, and then put it on medium before I get to the last corner. And then I can use my overtake on the exit of the corner, and then to make sure I have enough, make sure it's about 3.5, make sure it's 3 or 4/10. That is enough. I need enough gap behind me to make sure I stay ahead towards turn 1 and all that. Yeah, coming towards turn 1, managed to survive it again, so it's working out so far. So all I need is 3 or 4/10 ahead of me on the last corner, at the exit of the last corner, and then that should be enough to stay ahead while myself has DRS and all that. Because of seal wings I'm using, I managed to stay ahead of the trains behind me. You got Russell, who's behind him now, so he was a few seconds back, but he managed to caught up the first two because I'm holding up Verstappen up a little bit with the seal wings I'm using. So on the exit corner again, I decided to use a bit of ERS. Luckily it was 3.5/10 on that one, so all you need is 3.5, 4/10. That should be enough to stay ahead for position or P1 where I'm at the moment. So yeah, I'm not doing too bad so far. So we are making, we are getting close to the end of the stages now of this race. With a lap and a half to go. Using a bit of EOS on this straight down towards turn 4. Using none by the time I get to gear 8. That's the kind of my plan to save ERS before I get to gear 8. And then I can save a little bit ERS through this part of the layout. Now I can put it back on medium through the middle sector, save it through the stadium section, and now I can use all my battery on the main straight, on the exit of the last corner and all that. Yeah, my tyres are kind of a little bit on the slidey side, but these are better than the softs though. Like I said earlier in the vid note. Coming towards this, well, saving my battery through the stadium section now, so through here. I'm just trying to get to save as much as I can through here. And I've got enough to use it on the last lap. A little bit of slidey there, but lucky I saved it. Just using my battery right now. All the way up to gear 8. And then I got about 3 attempts, just enough 3 attempts there, so I should be okay a little bit. Stephanie decided to go for it, but I had to go defensive a little bit. And luckily I managed to hold on for now on the last lap of the race, so I was very lucky with that. Managed to survive turn 1, and then now I've got to try to survive turn 4, and then that should be alright to the end of the race. So yeah, so not too bad of a challenge I did with CcSpeedUk Wings. A little bit difficult through the middle part of the layout, through the middle sector. It was a little bit difficult. So I survived it, so that's another challenge I completed with CcSpeedUk Wings this time against AI. Like I said earlier, I did 50-50 wings at Texas. Links in the description. You can check that out if you haven't seen it yet. That's my other challenge I did at Texas with 50-50 wings. So now I've just done the CcSpeedUk Wings challenge, coming all through the stadium section for the final time, through the last corner, and that is the win. And that is CcSpeedUk Wings challenge complete. Very nicely.
Let's go. Great job, guys. That was a tough race.
Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
So yeah, so that was the CcSpeedUk Wings challenge I just done. So against AI, so that's that challenge done and dusted. So that's complete, done and dusted. So yeah, so I'm not sure what my next challenge is, but I'll let you know in the I say a few weeks time. But let me know in the comments what challenge you want to do next. I'll see what I can do from there, and I'll try to do the best I can on that. Yeah, so that's for me today. So make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it a lot. That gives me support with all that. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, that appreciate a lot as well. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Enjoy your week. Have a nice weekend as well if you are where you are around the world. And I'll see you guys next video. See you guys next time on F124. Have a nice day and see you later.